Introducing the brand new Torrent casting series. The Torrent casting series is crafted with high quality IM6 carbon. These rods are extremely light, sensitive, and well balanced. The Torrent casting series features a pure power transition blend. Our specialized computer control wrapping at 4 different angles, paired with an 8+1 strategically distributed guide system, ensures consistent and smooth power transition throughout the bend. Pure power transition means better control on strong hook sets and long battles with big fish. The S-style hook keeper makes it easy to hook and unhook your baits while out in the water. You spoke, we listened. We've crammed the Torrent series full of high-end features to give you a high-quality rod series at a price that anyone can afford.
Have you ever thought to yourself, maybe you should quit tearing up the grass so much? Or did you ever think you should be a little more gentle with your stuff? Maybe get one of those fancy fishing shirts with a collar. Or you could buy a real slick bass boat with all that sparkly paint like the pros have. Or what about only fish for trout? Forget bass even exist. Did you ever think about that? Maybe you could get one of those electric chainsaws because they're quieter. You could go buy one of those fancy fire pits instead of the old barrel. You ever thought about eating more vegetables? Maybe eating a little less meat? Yeah, that's what I thought. Neither have we. Ugly stick. Sensitive, so you don't have to be.
Wow, what a blast. I love catching these striped bass, especially on topwater and pencil poppers. I'd like to introduce you to the Mojo Surf Series. Since this rod's inception, the whole world's been excited about how well it fishes and how comfortable it is to use. This rod incorporates a high modulus carbon, our SC2 carbon. We've designed these rods to use a weight-saving surf guide with a zirconium ring. And the guides have a sloped design to help prevent tangles and designed specifically for braided line only. All the two-piece models in this series incorporate an offset furl, and you can see how deep that rod sits down over top of the butt section. This gives you a one-piece fishing feel, but makes it more convenient to travel. There are 14 rods in this series that incorporate our SC2 carbon. However, there are 2 that incorporate SC1, which is a glass material designed for pencil popping. Mojo Surf Series incorporates a custom X-Wrap handle for comfort and durability, as well as a Fuji DPS reel seat. This rod's designed in our Park Falls facility and is covered with a 5-year warranty, backed by our Superstar service. Please stop by our website at stcroyrods.com.
Hey everybody, Al Noriker here with KastKing with another brand new launch of new products from KastKing. It's been hundreds already in 2019, and now the new Crixus series of graphite, spinning, and casting rods is on the way to you right now. Now in the new Crixus series, there's 20 different rods, actually 13 different spinning and casting rods, and combos, spinning and casting. Now, in this series, these are all two-piece rods. These are all IM6 graphite blanks, very, very thin, light, sensitive, but because it's IM6 graphite, it's also extremely durable. You're going to really love that part of these rods. When it comes to components, boy, I tell you, we've used great components here. These are stainless steel frames with zirconium inserts, which, you know, is really important because most of us now are using braided lines or super lines of some type, and they can be very hard on guide rings that aren't as hard as zirconium. So we've upgraded these to stainless frames and zirconium rings just for that. Now the reel seats, these are all graphite reel seats, very comfortable in your hand. The casting models have a nice trigger so that when you're flipping or pitching or just need extra power to set the hook, that trigger reel seat can really give you that advantage. As far as the handles go, these are my favorites. You know, I've used these on a lot of our rods. This is our super polymer golf style slip resistant handle. It's very comfortable when it's dry, great for all day fishing, but when it gets wet, it's also slip resistant. There's EVA foregrips and EVA fighting butt. Really great components, finish this rod off and really give you an exceptional value. So let's recap a little bit here. New Crixus. 20 models, actually 13 rods, spinning and casting, and combos available with the great Crixus spinning reel and the great Crixus casting reel as well. Incredible components, stainless frames, zirconium inserts, graphite reel seats, super polymer handles for slip resistance. And even with all those features, all that performance, these rods are still under $60 for virtually every model, not counting the combos. It's going to be one of our top sellers. It's an exceptional value and a really true performance rod. That's Crixus from Casking Brand New. I'm Al Nork. I'll see you in the water really soon. Go find yourself a Crixus.
Hi, Jerry with Eat My Tackle. And today what we're going to talk about is how to rig a Sabiki rod. We get a lot of questions from people that buy a rod. They have a hard time getting the line through the rod all the way out the end because everything goes inside. Now typically the rigs we use down here in the Keys for ballyhoo and stuff, those rigs are made with 20-pound tests for their main line. So we use 20-pound tests for our reels when we go out with the Sabiki rod. But let me show you the easiest way to do this. First of all, the Sabiki rods come apart. They're two-piece. All you do is thread in one end, and this is leftover 500-pound mono from when we did our outriggers. You can use 400-pound, whatever you'd like. I just use whatever's left over. Stick it back in this end, put the two together, and just feed it on out the end. That simple. So within about less than a minute, you've got it all the way through. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tape a piece of 20-pound mono on this end right here with any type of tape. I've got 20-pound mono and a piece of electrical tape, and we're going to put the two of them together and pull it back through. There you go, just like that. Grab the other end, pull the 600-pound mono through, and it all comes back. And here's your line. So again, it's a simple trick. It'll get it all the way through, and you'll be able to put the line through without all the hassles and all. Next, what we're going to talk about is how you rig the terminal end. In other words, a Sabiki rig has a snap at the end of it, and it has a snap at the beginning of it. What we do is we run a 20-pound mono line, our main line, and then on our main line, we tie a barrel swivel. That allows you to change out Sabiki rigs very easily, because again, Sabiki rigs come with a snap swivel. So in this case, once you're set up, you're good to go. You can change rigs whenever you want, depending on the size baits. Again, they come from a Sabiki rig as small as 14 to as big as a 1/0. So you can change them out very easily, just open the clip. At the other end of the rig, we have a weight. And again, the rig comes with a small snap. We use this type of sinker, not the bank sinkers, but this type right here. Hooks on very easily, and it will not damage the end of the Sabiki rod when you wind it up. So let me show you how everything goes together. When you wind it up, everything goes back inside. The weight slides in. No one's getting any hooks or anything, and it's all real smooth. Now again, pick the right rod. If you're using smaller rigs, you can go with a 7-foot Sabiki rod. If you've got the bigger hooks on the longer rigs, go with an 8-foot Sabiki rod, and we sell both of those. Most people, including myself, always use a baitcaster style rod or reel. A baitcaster reel works wonderful with these because it's close to the hole that the line goes in and out. But that's our tip of the day from Eat My Tackle. Catch 'em up.